Okay, so be very, very careful on that. Okay.
Welcome everybody. This is a joint hearing between the Committee on Higher Education and EGH. Today we have two bills, House Bill 71 and House Bill 114. We'll begin with House Bill 71. Let's see. From the University Systems, Dr. Gaines.
I submitted written testimony to the chair, and I stand on that testimony.
Thank you. Standing on his written testimony in opposition. Yukon Nagashima, High-Tech Development Corporation. Guess so. It's okay. Standing on written testimony in support. We have testimony from Bill Bass, former Executive Director. Okay. Bill Piper, Mackay Ocean Engineering. Brian Dote, Tapiki LLC. Leia Miyasato. Frank Fukunaga. These are all in support. Tara Kumans. Steve Su, David Wadamo, Ken Birkin, Bill Spencer, Carl Fuchs, Gail Honda, Timothy Dick, Byron Gu, Yukio Tetsumura, Russell Cheng, Ryan Kawailani, Ozawa, Kevin Shin, Leroy Harris, Kevin Hughes,
I'm Kevin Hughes. My title is Chief Designer at InMobi, and I am a distinguished alumni of the University of Hawaii. Aloha, Senators. InMobi is a global mobile advertising network. Just last month, we were named one of the world's top 50 most disruptive companies in the world by MIT Technology Review, alongside such companies as Apple, Google, and Facebook. MIT's definition of a disruptive company is one that forces other businesses to alter their strategic course. We're disruptive because we're changing how global business is done. Our Honolulu office is in the Manoa Innovation Center. I've built 2 startups there in the last 6 years, And many of the lessons my company has learned about making our industry more efficient were learned here in Hawaii and propagated to the rest of the company worldwide. If I were to create another startup tomorrow, I'd do it out of the Manoa Innovation Center because there simply is no other place like it in the state. Hawaii's current commercial real estate market is full of windowless office buildings made in the 70s and earlier, which require costly renovation to create private, flexible, and creative spaces. Standard office leases are not adaptable to the constantly changing size of startups. Tech startups like ours work long hours, requiring facilities such as showers, 24-hour parking facilities, and supermarkets open at extended hours. In Manoa, there's a 24-hour Safeway literally across the street. Many of our employees choose to walk, bike, and take the bus to work, and don't want to be forced to take a time-consuming commute over H1 every day. From our perspective, that's simply bad for business. Being in Manoa means that we don't have to compromise our vision of what doing business in Hawaii can be like: efficient, adaptable, and environmentally friendly. So we, in turn, can continue to share this vision with others worldwide. The University of Hawaii has publicly stated that they would like to completely fill the Manoa Innovation Center with world-class researchers as part of their innovation initiative, which is a laudable goal. But they would do so at the expense of removing the closest equivalent that Hawaii has to Silicon Valley. Yes, there are plans to fund and find alternative facilities, but if the HTDC's lease expires before this happens, all the momentum put into this effort so far may simply be lost. If the HTDC is allowed to extend its lease, this keeps the door open for creative public-private partnerships working with UH. For instance, if half the building had world-class researchers and half had this state's best technology startups, wouldn't this be the premier environment for technology transfer in this state, or even any state? UH would never allow this to happen. Their research-only land-grab mentality prevents this kind of thinking. One of their newest research facilities, launched last month, is 5 times the size of the Manoa Innovation Center. And the university simply does not have the experience to run a technology startup incubator or accelerator. I fully support HB71, which will keep Hawaii's burgeoning startup community together until a new home for them can be found, and keep the door open for real public-private innovation. Thank you.
Mr. Hughes, Mr. Hughes, can we get the disruptive version of your testimony? Yeah, we got the plain one, so we need your version that you read off today.
Certainly.
If you can give that to my staff after.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Okay, what was I? Bilang Chua, Kevin Borowski, or Mike Roscoe-Rudd, Jared Kuroiwa, Ron Weidenbach, I didn't see Ron. Edmund Oshiro, Jay Fidel, Scott Foster, Attila Saris,
Good afternoon. Thank you for allowing me to speak. My name is Attila Saras, and I am the owner of SOS Tech Solutions, and we are currently in HTDC's incubation program at MIC. And based on my experience with the facilities and the programs that's offered there, I really am in favor of HB71. And I'd like to speak based on the perspective that I can bring in, which is of the small business owner and the small business startup. And we're in the incubation program in the Innovation Center, and we're there because we've created a unique product, which is their interactive touchscreen displays for luxury living communities. Something new and interesting, and we'd like to bring it to the world. Now, we started with this passion to create this product, and unfortunately, passion enough is not enough to succeed. So just having the passion, you still need that other help. And I feel that the Innovation Center has that. Now, prior to our admittance into the program, we're actually working out of a leased storage unit. So we moved up a little bit, and you know, they've allowed me to help change my perspective of just trying to survive to trying to thrive. We are now trying to grow, and we have that opportunity there. So, for example, you know, gross revenues have increased in the past year roughly 36%. Our projections for 2013 include doubling our staff and a 200% increase in gross revenues. So we are growing, and that's all due to MIC's promotion, not just in personal introductions, but in also being able to give us guidance on how to grow as a company. So, you know, I'm just really grateful for these opportunities. You know, I know that the H1 came up earlier in the topic, but you know, I'd like to speak to that. I mean, me and the rest of us, we do live out on the other side of the island, and some of us do step into traffic at 5:30 in the morning so we can be there at 8 a.m. I mean, we do the commute because we feel that it's worth it, and you know, otherwise, you know, why bother? So I really want to talk to that, and you know, we do that commute in the traffic away from our families and away from our loved ones. I mean, I have 2 kids myself, so that time away is time away from them, and we wouldn't do that if it wasn't worth it. So anyways, just in closing, you know, I feel that the program that they have here is unique, it is special, it is worth keeping, and you know, the loss of such a program would just be immeasurable for future generations. So even for my kids, you know, I'd like to be able to you know, when they get of working age, to be able to step out into a working world where they can do meaningful, fulfilling work that can support a lifestyle. And I feel that the Innovation Center is a stepping stone to that. And taking that away is really taking away part of my kids' future. So thank you for listening to me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Kurt Cullen. We got lead testimony. Is there anybody else to testify on this bill? No?
Hi, my name's Ellen Watson, and I live in Manoa, and I am very much in support of House Bill 71. I'm not a tech anything. I'm just a common folks. Probably you guys call us something like voters. And I'm just one of the folks. And we like having Manoa Innovation Center there. We like it because it brings edge of technology and startup companies and exciting things in our community, in the valley. It's close to the university, so there's a nice reciprocity between locations. But I guess we the folks, we don't really we want to keep them, and we don't want it to become university offices or university housing or more sprawling university. When you drive along Woodlawn, you've got the University Press buildings, you've got all the faculty housing all the way down to Lowry. You have a lot of them parking on the street, so you can't park on the street. And we just like having them nestled in our community. And we think, and neighbors and others that I spoke to, and I serve on the Manoa Neighborhood Board, and we've kind of talked about these things with the folks that come to the meetings. And we like having them nestled there. And we think that Manoa Valley is special, and we live there on purpose because we want to be there because we know how special it is. And we think that nurturing, green, nice environment contributes to people's creativity. And so we see that as our gift to these up-and-coming entrepreneurs. And we think that their brilliance there is an asset to our community. So we would just like to keep them, and I guess that's basically all I have to say.
Thank you, Ellen. If you would like to, you can submit your comments in writing to us.
I would like to do that, and I intended to do that, but for the third time, my Dell computer hard drive crashed. And it's under warranty, but they keep coming back. So as soon as I'm up and running, because I'm technologically challenged, I will get those to you. Thank you.
Maybe someone at MIC can experiment on your computer.
Maybe they could do that. The other thing I wanted to add, please let me add this. I think it's important that Manoa Innovation Center reaches out to the community. So if we want to have a permitted interaction group meeting for the Manoa Neighborhood Board, we can have it at their facility. They have a presentation room, they have a nice little conference room, and so they reach out to the community. And I know that Malama Manoa, the folks that clean up the stream and stuff, they meet there. And so others in the community are able to make use of this to serve our community on our own volunteer basis.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. And thank you for the opportunity to come down here today and express my support, my ardent support, in fact, for Bill 71. I would like to echo Ellen's comments, and that as a Manoa resident, which is separate from my testimony, as a Manoa resident, it is a fabulous addition to the community, and it does make itself available for the residents of the community to use. It's really a terrific resource. Additionally,
excuse me, could you just state your name?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. My name is J.R. Robinson, and I'm the president of and owner of Financial Planning Hawaii. I'm also the founder of Nest Egg Guru, which is a retirement planning software application. For the record, in addition to being a Manoa resident, I'm also a tenant in the Manoa Innovation Center. And I'm providing testimony today basically for two reasons. One, out of gratitude for the enormous assistance and guidance that the staff at HTDC have given to me in helping me get Nest Egg Guru started. When I first approached HTDC with my business plan a little over a year ago, I had absolutely no idea what a wonderful, supportive resource they were, and at the same time I had absolutely no idea how very little I knew about starting up a software company. So without them I would have been entirely lost. My first 9 months at the Manoa Innovation Center since moving in last June have been an absolutely remarkable learning experience. The second reason I wanted to provide testimony is to emphasize that HTDC is not just a technology incubator. It's an engine for entrepreneurialism and job creation. And I came to HTDC with absolutely no background in technology. I'm not a programmer, I'm not a software engineer. I have no experience whatsoever in app design. In fact, one of my friends commented a while ago that if someone had told him that a year later I'd be the CEO of a software company, he would have asked that person to take a field sobriety test. What I had going for me, in addition to a business plan, was a strong background in building a successful financial planning company. And out of that, 9 months later, we have a software application that's almost ready for market, and has come together in a remarkably short period of time, and it's a pretty cool little app. Whether or not Nest Egg Guru succeeds or fails remains to be seen, but what I can say is that I have absolutely no doubt that my chances of succeeding in this business and of being able to create jobs for other people in Hawaii, as well as being able to support my own family, are infinitely greater having set up shop in Manoa Innovation Center. As we all know, small businesses are at the heart of the American economy and are the #1 driver of job growth in this country year after year. Given the difficulties that Hawaii has had in developing large-scale industry beyond tourism, I think it's safe to say that small business is likely to be the largest driver of job creation on Oahu as well. And to the extent that HTDC gives entrepreneurs like me the opportunity to invest our own risk capital in Hawaii and increases the likelihood of our success here and increases the chances of our being able to create jobs in Hawaii, I believe that Manoa Innovation Center and HTDC deserves our continued support. So thank you very much for this opportunity. I appreciate it immensely.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. If you could give us a copy of your written testimony.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the record. Thank you. Is there anybody else to testify on this bill? If not, questions from members? If not, Chair had a quick question for Len. The bill has a 25-year lease provision.
That's correct.
I guess my inclination was maybe to go less than that, is like say 10 years. Is that something that you guys could live with?
Thank you for the question, Chair.
You're welcome.
That's a very difficult question. I can say that over the past year that I've been there, the land lease issue with the Manoa Innovation Center has been a distraction from our primary mission, which is to support the high-tech community. 25 years ago when they set up this lease, I don't think anybody ever anticipated that it would come to this.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward, if we were just to say 10 years from now everything's going to be, things are going to change, I'm not sure if we're thinking about the big picture enough, where hopefully 25 years, hopefully 10 years, 25 years from now, entrepreneurism, innovation, technology has grown to the point where there's no dispute as to how necessary this facility is. So I guess I'm not quite answering your question, but I am posing back that I think 25 years ago we never thought we would get to this point. Looking forward, 25 years doesn't seem like a long time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Further questions? If not, thank you. We'll proceed to